everybody, welcome back to the podcast. And you know what? We actually finally came up with a name for it, and it is called the Sports Huddle. So I'm glad we finally got a name right. Because last episode we just totally we came up with ideas and be like, yep, we got it. We recorded it and everything. And then as soon as we stopped recording, we're like, well, shit, what's the name of the podcast? And then we brainstormed it and figured it out. So now we're back. We got a name, and we are ready for business. And I am joined by my co-hosts, Owen and Abbas.
Yes, hello, how you doing?
How you guys doing on this fine day?
Beautiful day.
I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty hot out, though. Yeah, but, and you know what? I'm going to start us right off, okay?
Let's go. Oh, boy.
I've been thinking about this, and because I know you two pretty well, okay? And I get an idea of who you guys would choose. And what I'm going to hit you guys with right now is let's do a skilled players team, right? Out of all the NFL teams, you pick your quarterback. We'll go with 2 receivers, not 3, just 2 receivers.
2 quarterbacks?
Okay, what?
We should do 2 quarterbacks. We should do 2 of everything.
How about this? We do 1 for the NFC and 1 for the AFC. And then 1 for both. But we could do that in later episodes too.
Oh, okay.
But for now, let's start. Let's just do all NFL. Okay? And here's how it's going to go. 1 quarterback.
Yep.
2 wide receivers. A running back. And a tight end. Okay?
Okay.
And here's what hit my mind as soon as I thought about this. I go, well, shit. Guaranteed 1 Broncos player for both of these 2. And I know that in their heads they're like, oh shit, yeah, he got me there. And see, they're speechless right now.
Yeah. Easy.
See? Yeah. Okay, now, Abbas, how about you go first?
Alright, quarterback, I'm not going to be biased because that would be stupid. I'm going to go Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I was a big fan of Lamar coming out of college. I told everybody Lamar was going to be a star. I told my dad. I told literally everybody that Lamar was going to be a big star. Nobody listened. Said he was going to be another.
The worst part was he was drafted. What was he, the 30th pick?
Yeah, 31st, I think.
30th first pick.
32nd, maybe. Even
wow, that many teams passed him up, and he was in talks too. He was at least a first rounder, but he should have been a top 10 at least.
Top 5.
Yeah,
but
in some cases, top 5.
I told everybody, I said, he's not going to be another RG3. He's not going to be another running quarterback who has very good speed and just doesn't throw a ball accurately or can't make their team a success.
He can do it
and
all.
What he do, he proved everybody wrong. And I called it. So I'm going to choose Lamar Jackson, my quarterback.
All right, cool. Now let's...
Wide receivers.
Yeah, wide receivers. 2 wide receivers.
Let's go with my boy DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
I actually think
fabulous playmaker.
Very highly of DeAndre. He's a very good wide receiver. Has very good hands. Can also run routes very well and has a very good amount of speed. So, my second, I'm gonna go Cortland Sutton, baby. I think Cortland Sutton already proved himself to be one of the better wide receivers in the NFL, and this next year is gonna have another breakout season and be maybe one of the top 3, top 4 wide receivers in the AFC.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So what are we on to next?
Running back and tight end.
Running back. This is really hard for me.
There's a lot of good running backs.
Because there's a lot of great
depending on what kind of style of offense you want. That's how you're gonna choose your running back.
I don't care if people don't like my decision. I'm choosing Philip Lindsay. I think
2 Broncos play. I'm surprised.
I think Philip Lindsay is one of the more chip on his shoulders type guys who will work for what he has and won't just go in there and just run the ball and think that he doesn't have something to prove. And I think Philip Lindsay proves himself every game. So I think that he can be that wide receiver. That running back. He's always going to be very looked down upon and everything. Everybody's going to think he's not a great running back because he's size. But his elusiveness and speed is ridiculous. He knows how to get through holes. He can take down people. It's really hard to tackle Philip Lindsay on one-on-one. And these people are 300 pounds and 6'8". So I think that shows the potential and how he's already been proving himself of where he's at. So I'm going to take Philip Lindsay. And my secondary, I would take Derrick Henry. But I'm
by
just
the
gonna
way,
pick Lindsay.
These are current NFL players. By the way, we're not talking all-time greats or any of that stuff. Current NFL players.
Yeah.
Anyway, your tight end.
My tight end. Wow. That's hard too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good tight ends. As much as I don't want to say it, I would say Gronkowski.
Oh yeah.
I think Gronkowski is such a good clutch player when you need him, and he'll be consistent throughout the game. But when you need him at the end of the game, he's gonna be there. And I think and even though he's big, he's still a deep threat because you can't. It's really hard to cover him, and it's really hard to tackle him. And the only person I could really see tackle him one-on-one was T.J. Ward when he was playing with us, and maybe a couple other players from other teams. But I think that and I like Gronkowski. I think I don't like him because he was a Patriot, but I like his personality because he's.
Oh, I agree 100%.
But I know the guy probably did coke and whatever when he
God
was retired.
knows what.
I know he partied his life up.
Oh yeah.
But I think that now he's gonna come back, and I think he's gonna be the star of Tampa Bay. I don't think Tom Brady is. I think Gronkowski is.
Tampa Brady or like
Tampa Brady.
Tom Bay. Or, I don't even Tampa Bay. Yeah.
I think Gronkowski is gonna be the star of that team.
Get this, Rob Gronkowski, comeback player of the year. What do you think about that?
Who else is gonna be comeback player of the year though?
That's what I'm saying. Like. I would give praise to Gronk. I mean, like, good for him. And he left New England. And why I think he left New England it could be Tom Brady. I mean, he reunited. Like, he literally got back into football because of Tom Brady. I honestly think it's their system. I really think it's their system.
I honestly, in my opinion, I think he left because he wanted a party. That was Gronkowski. He wanted to go and do acid, coke,
right?
Heroin, marijuana,
a party
drink.
star, freaking WWE wrestler.
The guy did not take a minute to just chill. The guy went out and straight started partying on yachts and boats and mansions and getting all drunk and being online and everything. So,
but in the back of his head, he's like, you know what?
He
realizes he had the passion for football, and he goes, God, do I miss it?
Or you just blow off his money.
Who knows? Who knows the situation? But I think he had a genuine, like passion for football due to the simple fact that he was a playmaker and he was so good at what he did and he loved it. He loved celebrating. Like he loved being the number one for Brady. Basically, like he was number one, even though maybe in some plays that wasn't the case. Yeah. But he was Brady's number one, right? Okay, but anyway, back on topic. Let's hear your team. Guaranteed Broncos player.
Wait, are we doing defense too or just offense?
Just offense.
7 on 7. I'm quarterback-wise, I'm going to also have to go with Lamar Jackson.
Interesting.
Just because his speed, his playmaking, he can scramble, he can really do it all as a quarterback.
I think he has a deep arm. He can throw deep.
Okay, not running back. Or wide receivers. Let's go receivers.
Wide receiver. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to have to go Michael Thomas.
Okay.
It's my number one. And then... I'm going to go Hollywood Brown. It's my number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shocker. Really? But and you know what? I'm actually surprised so far. Not one Broncos player. I think his running back is going to be Philip Lindsay.
Because if I'm looking for wide receivers, I want someone who can be physical and someone who can outrun everybody else on the field.
Right.
So, and then running back wise, I'm gonna have to go with Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just because of what he did last season,
I like how you're approaching this.
He was the only offensive weapon on that team.
Basically.
All of last
season. Because the Panthers have no one.
He carried that offense.
Okay, now tight end.
Tight end. This one is going to surprise you, but I'm going to go with Noah Fant.
I knew you were.
Knew it. Broncos player. One Broncos player. Both of them said. I said 2.
I almost said 3. I almost said 3.
Abbas, almost half of his team. Abbas's team, almost Broncos players, right? Out of any player in the NFL, right? Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
I said 2 people.
This season.
I know, but almost 3. 2.
Noah Fant.
Anyway.
Noah Fant
he broke rookie records.
He had a pretty good rookie season, and I think he's going to break out.
He broke rookie tight end records. Just so we all are clear on that, he broke rookie tight end records.
I think he reminds me of young Gronk in a lot of ways as a tight end.
He even wears the same number. And you know what? When I see a tight end wear the same number, I think of Rob Gronkowski, and I love.
I think
I
that's
love
the type
Rob
of career
Gronkowski.
he's headed for too.
The thing is
We'll
I
see.
think he's gonna
Let's
blow
see if that will be like Drew Lock's number one, because in Gronk's case, he was Brady's number one.
Well, Drew
Like,
Lock's
as I explained a
number
little
one
bit.
is going to be Sutton.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
Now,
Well,
if he wants to be on
it
the same
might be
track
fair.
as Rob,
Yeah.
that's
Him
what
and
I'm saying.
Fant are
They've
very
got some
connected.
chemistry going, like, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what they
Okay,
need.
just so we're clear, this is based off of our play styles. The reason I chose
Yeah.
2 big wide receivers because I like big wide receivers. I like that they can get up and catch the ball.
Right. Okay.
Some people like balance. Some people like either just speed,
Yeah.
or like both.
And
But this is just based off our play styles. What people pick is what they pick. This is just based off of how we
and
like to.
let me
play
tell
style.
you how I'm gonna pick my players.
Wait, he
Okay.
hasn't finished yet.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he finished.
I don't need
Okay.
anybody else.
So, I'm gonna go based off playmakers, because playmakers, they they make miracles happen.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where I'm going with this. My quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Okay,
Yeah.
he
Could've called
he
that
is
one.
definitely a playmaker,
Yeah.
and he gets out of things. You've seen some of the insane throws he's made,
Yeah. It's
right?
stupid.
Like it's ridiculous. It almost
Yeah.
pisses you off,
Oh yeah.
right? And
definitely.
you being a Broncos fan, of course, is gonna piss you
I
off. But
hate having to play him twice a year. It's
exactly, you're just
it's
like,
not fun.
what fucking magic trick is he gonna pull this time,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And so my quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, 2 receivers, and this almost seems very biased. Like, I'm not going for Chiefs players, okay? One of my players, Tyreek Hill, okay?
Okay.
We've seen him do
Yep.
make some plays, at least even last season,
Fastest
right?
wide out
And
in
he's
the league.
fast, okay?
Yeah.
I am such a fiend for speed, okay?
Yeah.
Speed and playmaking. That is what I need. Like, what?
Great word choice.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
What else do I say?
I'm a
No.
fiend for speed. I am speed.
That's
Okay.
like a drug, you know that, right? Speed.
Whatever. Anyway.
Black market drugs.
Okay, so one of my wide receivers, Tyreek Hill. Okay. My second one, I'm still in my head debating. And you know what? I made my decision. Michael Thomas. Okay. He is a reliable receiver.
Mhm.
Okay, and he could get up there, catching balls, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't take that the wrong way. You guys are so mature. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yep.
my running back.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer. Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
Playmaker.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is a natural playmaker. You
Yeah.
have seen him made plays.
Definitely.
This last season, you're like, what the hell? Like, why can you not tackle that little white boy running, right?
Yeah.
And so, and he is fast.
Oh,
he
yeah.
can
Fast,
jump.
speedy.
He could even catch.
Yeah.
And that's what you need as a running
Yeah,
back.
used him
And
in the
he's
passing
very
game all the time.
elusive.
Well, everybody
Right.
knew that he was going to be that way coming out of Stanford.
And you know what?
And
Yeah,
coming
no
out of
one-
fucking what's that high school? Valor.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because we are we were born in Colorado, and Valor is actually here in Colorado. So it's kind of
We
cool
went to
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
played
it's
Valor.
it's kind of cool to play the high school that Christian McCaffrey went to. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was at that. I went
Right.
with him last year.
It's crazy. And his brother, where's his brother at?
His brother, I think, just graduated.
Yeah, his brother.
He was a quarterback, I think,
Valor
right?
as well.
Yeah.
Right. So
They all
his
go to
brother
Valor.
Christian, the McCaffreys go to Valor.
And
And it's
McCaffrey's
pretty
their
cool.
coach.
Yeah,
I got to
McCaffrey
see
is their coach. And it's pretty cool. Like, it's a very cool thing. It's something you wouldn't expect, but it's something pretty cool. And if I were to pick a backup running back, it would be Alvin Kamara. Okay, he's a playmaker, but also a receiving back.
He's kind of gone down for me.
He has, and that's why I chose. Excuse me. That's why I chose Christian McCaffrey as my back. Okay. Now tight end. I'm gonna agree with Abbas on this one. Rob Gronkowski, and here's why.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna be back to his prior self
Yeah.
and being a playmaker.
Yeah.
But from based off what I know and seen, Rob Gronkowski, total playmaker. I was debating between him and Travis Kelce, but no. Based off what I know, Rob Gronkowski's more of a playmaker than I would say Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Based
Yeah,
off
I
I know,
agree.
and that would be my
Well,
team.
Travis Kelce
I
just
don't know.
got. Oh, come on. Rob Gronkowski's by far better than Travis Kelce overall.
But as of right now, we don't know. Travis Kelce's a reliable receiver.
If you compare Rob
right?
Gronkowski's career to Travis Kelce,
Well,
you're saying
exactly,
that.
Rob Gronkowski all the way. But I'm saying talking about based
I'm
off
saying-
skill as of right now.
I'm saying pure playmaking ability, they're both about the same.
Yeah, he'll make plays, but not like. Have you seen highlight reels of Rob Gronkowski?
But Rob
he
Gronkowski's
could
more
stiff
reliable.
arm. He could freaking hurdle. Like you see him do all these things, like run after catch. You know, like Travis Kelce could catch. Yeah, I'll give him that. But can he like necessarily like stiff arm and hurdle all the time? No.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'm like, okay, based off what I know, Rob Gronkowski's my choice.
I would choose Rob Gronkowski. The reason I chose Rob Gronkowski is because I think I kind of give him his veteran status too. He's done so much in the league that you look at him and you want him to just you just think he's more reliable than Travis Kelce. Like Travis Kelce has always been in our division with the Broncos and kind of destroyed us a lot.
Right, because then you actually see, because he's against you, like, because you personally, you're like, I do not like Travis Kelce, and here's why, because he's good, you know, like, because he's doing things against Denver, and they're like, well, shit,
but
like, he's pulling this shit on us, right?
Gronk did stuff against Denver, too. I mean, in the AFC Championship of 2015,
that was probably
season,
one of my favorite games.
It got really close because Gronkowski made a really good catch at the end, which destroyed me.
Yeah.
And they went for a 2-pointer. Obviously, they didn't get it, but that game was really close, and I just feel like Gronkowski's that reliable target at the end of the game you need.
Yeah.
But I will say Fant was a second close for me because Fant is just he broke rookie records already.
Yeah.
You don't do that and then become an average tight end.
Now,
he is on the rise. He's special.
I just thought of something like, now based off from this is NFL only, by the way, not like college or anything like that or high school, whatever. Right, the NFL only. Now, do you remember a time where you saw a play and you absolutely lost your shit? Like, was your all-time favorite like play that you love and that like blew your mind?
Oh, I know one. Can I say my first one, please?
Yeah.
I will say, this podcast is gonna hate me because I am always heavy Broncos. But I will say Bengals versus Broncos. The ball got tipped up. Brandon Stokely caught it and ran it down the sideline for a game-winning touchdown. One of my favorite plays ever to happen. Either that or Vaughn stripping the ball from Cam and Cam not doing shit about it.
Love that.
that is the defining highlight of Super Bowl 50, by the way.
Are we talking about lost our shit in a good way or
in a good way?
Good way, okay.
But I mean, I guess either way, like just a play that you will always remember.
One that I will always remember in a bad way is Monday Night Football week 4 or 5 last season against the Chiefs.
Oh my God.
We were driving down the field with Case Keenum. We had a chance to win the game. Case Keenum, DT was wide open. Demaryius Thomas was wide open.
I remember watching
going down the right side.
And this is the one where Patrick Mahomes had his left hand throw, correct, for the first down. That's the magic shit I'm talking about that he'll pull on you.
Like 20 seconds left. Case Keenum had the game in his hands. That was the win right there. And he overthrew him by, I want to say, a foot.
And you know what? He's washed up on Washington now.
Yeah.
Case Keenum was washed up after he had one good season with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Get this.
Flacco.
You could call it bias, but personally, I think this is the best play ever in NFL history. Miami Miracle. Yep. And here's why. Okay? 7 seconds left, fourth quarter. Yep. New England up 34-28, right? Only 6 points. Like, you need a touchdown to win. 7 seconds left, right? Like, you have your 3 safeties. New England, right? And my cousin Bradley, total Patriots fan, talking mad smack, right? Like, he's talking shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, it was a well-fought game. Yeah. Okay? And all of a sudden, boom, snaps the ball. Like, this is... And the play, like, was called Boise, right? Yeah. Boise was called Boise. And they're... Stop playing around, boys. Anyway, so we have 3 verts, tight end on the left, right? Okay, and then verts on the right.
Yep.
Didn't mean to say that. But then Tannehill, he throws it. Kenny Stills laterals it to Devontae Parker. And Devontae Parker takes it, laterals it to Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake swerves, and then on the right side, he swerves back. Gronkowski was a safety. Now, why did Belichick choose for him to be a safety? Because he's gigantic, and you're like, okay, 7 seconds left, and if they're looking for a game-winning touchdown, it's gonna be a Hail Mary. But no, this was a lateral play. Kenyon Drake takes it. Gronkowski tripped up, touchdown.
Yep.
The most insane freaking play I've ever seen in my life. And it being my favorite team, I lost my shit. I lost it. And Bradley was talking mad smack, man. I remind you.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I get the notification. Because at that point, I was like, fuck. There's no way the Dolphins are going to have a game-winning play. Before the snap, the odds of the Dolphins winning was 0.01%. Okay, and now they pulled that off, okay? And all of a sudden, I get notification saying, yep, final, 35-34 Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I go, excuse me, there's like a typo or some shit, right? And I fucking, everywhere, all of a sudden, I turn on NFL, like the fucking NFL channel on the TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'm watching this, and I lost my shit, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And this was like 68, 69 yards, something
Yeah.
like that. Like the biggest like walk-off touchdown in NFL history, and it being 2 laterals like in the play, that was amazing. And let me tell you, Bradley got it. Like Bradley got all the shit he gave me. He got that back, but fucking doubled, dude. He was fucking done after that.
Right.
It fucking ended his career.
I have a new topic after you're done.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
your
I
topic?
just finished. What's your
Alright.
topic?
I forgot actually.
Okay, hold on. Let me save you there. Let's talk about Jamal Adams. Where do you think he would be the best fit in the NFL right
Honestly,
Oh, I remembered it now. My bad. Honestly, I think Jamal Adams' best fit is. I hate to say it, but probably the Cowboys.
I would agree. And here's
Yeah.
why. Because it fits his wants.
now? Yep.
Okay. But can the
Or
Cowboys
Houston.
afford him? No.
No,
They can't
Not
because
afford him.
they're literally giving. They're starting to pay freaking Amari and Dak's fucking retirement at this point. Like
Yeah,
that's
pretty
so
much.
much money. Like
Oh, yeah.
and even Zeke, like just
Yeah.
those 3, like they probably combined have a bigger salary than everyone else on the team combined.
Oh,
Quite
yeah.
honestly, like if you did the numbers, like if someone ran the numbers, I'd like to see that stat. Okay, but I would agree with Abbas. Jamal Adams would, or not only will that like he'll be the star backfield in like Dallas, but that's where that's the number 1 team he wants to be on.
Okay. Or
And he'd be
Houston.
happy.
I could see him going to Houston too.
I could also see him coming to the Broncos.
We have the cap space for him,
We really
but
But
I
do you
don't
need
think
him?
he wants.
Do you need him?
Yeah, that way we can move K-Jack down to
down
the
in-
corner.
Yeah,
We'd have a
And
stacked
then-
defense with Jamal Adams.
our defense would be insane.
But
That'd be
I
no
don't.
flies
I
in.
But
don't.
with
I wouldn't
our-
say
with-
he's a necessity, but I'd say he'd be a great.
That's what
addition.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
We don't need
here's the
him.
thing though, if you have that addition, right? You know how much like that will start to take cap space, and with what Denver's trying to do here,
We have a
because
lot
they're
of cap
clearly
space.
in rebuild. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I'd
you're at
say
the-
we're
here's the
at
thing.
the end stage of rebuild.
Yeah,
Okay, then
Because
yeah,
we're
that would
pretty
be
much-
the perfect
we need
timing
to
to get
fill.
additions like that to the team.
I would
Right.
say the only thing we need to fill is our linebackers.
yeah, pretty much.
Right, but now would you rather spend money on Jamal Adams or fill those linebacker spots?
Jamal Adams.
Jamal.
Really? Like,
Because we can draft and develop.
Because we act like we still don't
but you know what I mean?
have.
Like at that point,
Todd Davis,
when you're
yeah.
developing linebackers at that point, unless they're like first, second round linebackers.
And think about it. The NFL is more of a passing game more than a running game now. They're gonna throw deep.
Yeah.
These wide receivers are fast. They're not gonna throw to the middle like usual. And if they do,
Unless you're
Tom.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, unless
we've
no,
got-
but he throws to the side at like 1
Yeah.
yard. He throws how he
Well.
does in Madden.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Who do you guys feel is the most annoying fan base in the NFL?
Patriots easily.
I would agree with the Patriots, and
Easily.
not only
Really?
because, yeah.
I have a top 3 actually.
Let's
really?
hear your
That's
top
all
three.
right.
I have not in any specific order. I have the Giants,
Yeah.
the Chiefs, and the Patriots. Okay, the only reason is I went to the Giants game. Giants fans were just talking mad shit. It
What
was
do
so
they
annoying.
have on?
Because they beat
anyone
us when
else?
we had
'Cause
Trevor Siemian.
Not just
Yeah.
that, but like,
But-
what do they have on top of Denver? Like, you won. Okay, congratulations, you won a Super Bowl with Eli Manning, who's not your quarterback anymore. Okay, all right, like one Super Bowl
Mhm.
on top of Tom Brady. Right, Tom Brady wasn't like necessarily completely in his prime at that
Yeah.
point
The
yet.
thing is we were beating Tom Brady, so we didn't even
Exactly,
go to
and
the Super
see,
Bowl to beat him.
and that's a
Yeah.
different division, right? Like
Yeah.
Denver plays
different conference.
plays. Yeah, exactly. Different division conference.
Yeah.
And Denver plays New England more frequently than the Giants, you know? Unless, like, one year you're playing the NFC East instead of the AFC West, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, and this is in the perspective of the Patriots, right? That's what I'm saying.
Honestly,
Okay.
I think Cowboys fans are pretty toxic too.
Oh my
'cause
god.
They just think they're gonna win. I just blow them off because you're not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
But I chose the Chiefs because the Chiefs are just, they think they won the Super Bowl. The West is theirs for 10 years because Patrick Mahomes got a contract.
Yeah.
And that no team is going to ever beat them again, that they're going to go 16-0 this season. Like, they're just because you won one Super Bowl in the past 50 years
Yeah.
does not mean that you're going to be
Congrats.
the greatest.
Last Super Bowl won prior to last
We won
year,
3
1970.
We won 3 in a matter of 30 years. They took 50 to get 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know
So-
what? It's different for every team.
I
You know,
think
like everyone.
not
teams
even
are-
30 years. It was 22 years. Or no, 2015, no. So 15, it's 17 years we won 3 Super Bowls.
And I hate to admit it, I fall in that category with the Chiefs, right? Because Dolphins' last Super Bowl win, 17.
Yeah, but
or not fucking 17, 1973, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I would hope Dolphins fans aren't the same way Chiefs fans are, where if they
no,
win
because
it, they
you know
think
why?
they're
Because
going to own the NFL.
it's
and
not
go
just that.
16-0.
It's not. They're not real Chiefs fans. They're bandwagons, right?
Oh,
they're
100%.
What?
Your fish was doing some whack stuff for a minute, so I got distracted.
By the way,
But-
our podcast studio is in my room.
Yep.
Just
This is how we're starting off. We got to start from something.
we
swimming-
everyone starts somewhere. And
He was swimming sideways.
All right, and
Yeah,
then
he swims.
my last one's the Patriots. The Patriots have always been toxic. Their fan base is ridiculously terrible.
And you know what?
They think they're the greatest of all time, but watch this year when they don't even make playoffs.
And now
not
they
even
think-
win the division, right?
Yeah, now they think Cam Newton.
Yeah,
is
the
gonna
Bills are
take
going to win the
over.
division. That's 100%. Let's talk about division winners this year.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me get to like my fan base, who I think is toxic, right?
Yeah.
And this might catch you off guard a little bit, but I think it's true because I know people that are part of this fan base. I think because 49ers came out fucking nowhere,
Oh, yeah.
right? And all of a sudden you start seeing 49er fans out of fucking nowhere, okay?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, yeah, 49ers, right?
Mhm.
Why are you eating, dude?
I haven't finished my Philly
Okay,
cheesesteak, sorry.
but no,
Continue.
49 fan, like, they're bandwagons, right? Because out of nowhere, 49ers get good all of a sudden, make Super Bowl. They're like, yeah, dude, I've been waiting for years. And you're like, okay, so now this year you come out as a 49ers fan, really? Like, when have I ever seen you a 49ers fan before that? I think most, like, good teams now are, like, total bandwagons. And for the record, because this is on podcast, Dolphins are my team, and one day they will be good because it is past due for them to be good, right? 50 plus years. I'm like, it's past due, and I think there's something going on finally with some additional pickups, draft picks, and even this year's next draft. Like, we have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see how the offseason goes. I'm excited how these next couple of years go, okay? Like, and if the Dolphins are good, I am not a bandwagon. I dealt with this shit. I dealt with the 3-13 season, okay? I dealt with that shit. I've gotten shit, like, I'm getting shat on teams. Week 1 against the fucking Ravens, final 52-10. That fucking breaks your soul, man. When it's 52-10, that fucking breaks your soul. When your team is getting shot on like that, like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it fucking breaks your soul. I'm sure you guys have had games like that where you're like,
in the
fuck,
Super
dude.
Bowl.
We haven't
Right?
really been shit on that much lately.
Well, talk about, like,
Yeah,
Super Bowl,
besides
like, against
24.
the Seattle.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
Hey, we don't
That-
talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah,
see,
that's
like, you
kind
don't
of
even
what
want
it
to
is.
talk about it. Like, it breaks your fucking soul,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, not only was it a game, it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it just breaks your soul. Teams have those games, but you know what? You have your ups and downs, right? And I think finally Miami is they're definitely gonna improve, and that's what I'm looking for at this point: improvement.
Yeah.
Will they go? I don't know, 9-7, maybe, probably not.
Mhm.
My bold prediction: at least 6-10. Okay,
Yeah.
like I think that's a good start. You double your wins, and as the year progresses, eventually we'll become a playoff team. We'll start competing for the division because at this point, New England is not even a thing now. Like, they're
Yeah, no,
fucking
they're
shit,
not,
right?
yeah.
They're going like, I don't know, like 4-12 now at this point, right?
I think they're
It's
gonna go
possible.
6-10.
I think they'll go even.
Who?
New England will go at least even at
7
8
and
and
9.
8, like around 500,
All right.
right? But now I also have another conversation we could get into. We're gonna do way too early Super Bowl predictions for this next season. But and how do we do we know how the season's gonna work out? Hopefully, hopefully good and all normal, right?
Yeah.
But now, the only thing that's changed, we're down to 2 preseason games, and a possibility of no preseason at all. Now, is that good? In my situation for the Dolphins, no, because we have all these new rookies and all these off-season signings. We are a completely different team than we are last season.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we have these additions and new rookies. I'm nervous. Even in 2 games, I'm nervous.
Before we do the Super Bowl, let's do what Abbas was talking about and do the predictions of
Division.
the winners of each.
Division winners.
Yeah,
Okay.
division winners.
And by the way, these are way too early. We don't know. We haven't seen preseason, and we're about a
We have
month
no idea.
out from that. So this is
Yeah.
still pretty early, right? So, Owen, do you want to hit us
All right,
off?
let's start off with the AFC East.
AFC East.
I
Okay.
think the Bills got that division one.
And
Easily.
why do you think that exactly?
They're simply the best team in that division. They got Josh Allen. They got their defense is kind of scary.
They have-
Actually,
I'll
if you look
give
at
them
it,
that.
They've got a
I'll give them a
solid
little bit.
defense.
Yeah.
Davius White,
Yeah.
best player on the defense.
And then they have players
Alright.
like Mika Hyde.
So where
and
are we starting
Oliver
at?
and AFC East.
AFC East.
AFC, yeah, I pick Bills too.
Yeah.
And I would agree with the Bills.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think the Patriots, because of Bill Belichick, still have a little bit of a fighting chance.
Yeah. I
And
agree
because
with
of
that.
their home record is
And I think it
unbelievable.
depends on how Cam
right?
Newton produces.
Yeah.
That too.
If he
And
comes down
this
and
is
goes
way too
0-4
early.
now.
This is way too early. So we don't know yet.
Yeah.
There's still things
We
that are
haven't seen
going on,
training camp yet,
right?
so-
And we don't even know about training camp exactly,
All
right? I would say Bills and Patriots have a fighting chance, but I think Bills outlast the Patriots in this one.
Jets are gonna be dead last.
Sam
Uh,
Darnold.
Yeah, Jets are gonna be dead last. Sam Darnold's so bad.
He's the mono QB dude. He gets
Yeah.
mono. He's like, fuck, I'm out 3 weeks. Thank you.
Especially now with Jamal Adams gone, they have nothing.
Well, no,
That team
Jamal
has
Adams
nothing.
still on the
Le'Veon
Jets.
Bell and Le'Veon Bell wants to leave
still
too.
on the
He wants.
But
I doubt
here's the
he's still
thing:
gonna be
people
there.
want
He'll
out
sit out,
of
probably.
people
Yeah.
want out of New York.
Yeah,
They're
'cause
like,
that team-
fuck
Yeah,
the
'cause
Jets,
they're-
dude.
they're such a
And
bad
let me tell you,
team.
it's
Adam
fucking
Gase.
Adam Gase.
Yeah,
It's fucking Adam Gase. I swear to God, it's fucking.
Why does
Adam
everyone
Gase.
hate him so much?
Adam
Because
Gase is
he
running
is the
that
most
team.
mediocre. Fuck,
Mediocre?
I am.
Mediocre?
This is.
Mediocrity.
These are the slip ups I'm having, right? The most mediocre coach ever. Do you want to know what his record was in Miami? It was 16, 16, and 1.
God.
It can't get any mediocre than
Oh
that.
yeah, isn't it? Miami always been just that team that's just average.
Yeah,
always
and it
0.5
fucking
under.
pisses me off. And you know what? Last season, I was more than happy to be 3-13. You know why? Because we got a decent high of a fucking draft pick, right? And you know what? I think this was a good call. I'm kind of going off topic really quick.
Yeah.
I think when we traded Kenny Stills and Laremy Tunsil to Houston, I think that was a great idea. And here's why. Because we got a first-round draft pick.
Kenny Stills is good on Houston.
I
Yeah.
loved Kenny Stills. He was good in Miami,
You
too.
lost an offensive weapon.
But you know what? We have Preston Williams. I think he is definitely a sleeper,
You
and I think
he's
he'll
gonna
be a
prove
breakout.
up to Kenny Stills though?
Yeah, definitely. In preseason, we saw some highlights in preseason and training camp.
we saw flashes.
Yeah, we saw flashes of a potential superstar. Okay,
Yeah.
and Devontae Parker, he's
Yeah.
last season, he had a breakout year. Thank God, finally,
Yeah.
he's gonna finally live up to his first round potential.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
fuck
right,
off.
let's move on.
Yeah,
Let's
can we move on? Instead, we were kind of trying to do this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to go on and off. Fucking
All right, let's go south now.
AFC South.
Yeah,
And that's Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Texans. Okay.
Titans.
No, Texans.
I say Titans.
I think it's gonna go the same way I did this year. Texans, Titans, Colts, and then Jaguars.
Here's what I think Texans will win, based off their schedule. They have a decently easy schedule. Titans have a little bit of a harder schedule than Houston.
But I think they can handle that better than Houston can.
Yeah,
think,
but like okay.
Okay, but can we say
Houston-
Tennessee? Can we
Well,
say
you know what? No, I
Tennessee
changed my mind. Tennessee. Here's why. Like fucking, like DeAndre Hopkins is out of Houston now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did he help get wins? Of course he did. But I think at this point, like it's almost evenly based to the point where my co-hosts right here are like, no, I think one way, and then like, nope, I think the other.
Don't.
I'm going with Tennessee just because how evenly based it is. And you take DeAndre Hopkins out of the picture, definitely a big piece in Houston's offense. Well, used to be, right?
Yeah.
He wanted out. He definitely wanted out. Because you see some Twitter posts,
Yeah, but then
Instagram
chose the
posts.
Cardinals.
But he's happy there.
Like-
He's happy there.
Yeah, but
You know,
isn't gonna
like-
win anything.
No.
Still, he's happy there. He's happy to be out of Houston. Now,
Yeah.
will there be players in the future that possibly want out of Houston? It's
Yeah.
possible. Bill O'Brien is the most toxic head coach I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Okay? And I know these two can agree.
Yeah.
Okay? And
He's terrible.
that's why I choose Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, I chose Texans because I feel like I can't say Tennessee has been very much of a consistent team. Tennessee in the
They're
past
on the
5
rise.
years have but
They've
by
been a
one
mediocre
game, they've
team
always
just like
been
the Dolphins,
such a
but
mediocre
they
team.
always find their way through
But
the
think
playoffs.
about it.
It
The
doesn't
Titans
make sense. No.
can beat good teams, right? But when it
Yeah.
comes down to facing a team like the Jaguars, they always somehow choke that type of game. That shows. And who says this is the first year that we've seen the Titans actually have a spark to their team? Who says that that's going to happen again?
Well,
Texans,
you know what? I
I think
think
they're
they're gonna
The
be like,
Texans have
okay,
always been a
fuck.
pretty good,
They're like-
decent team.
Because-
Tannehill just signed a contract extension. You know,
I'm
you
gonna
got
step out for a minute.
Okay, but get this: Tennessee and Kansas City, they have their rivalry now because like the last 2-3 years they played each other in the playoffs,
Yeah.
right? And like, here's the thing: the Titans, they always find their way to slip against Kansas City. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, can they the teams that they need to beat? The teams that they need to beat, they always tend to slip up. And I hate to be disrespectful, like they should have beat Denver. Quite honestly, they should have, but they lost.
It was because-
They
Yeah,
lost,
because of
Marcus
and not just
Mariota.
that, Marcus
Yeah.
Mariota, and you know what? That changed their trajectory, right? Like they fucking had Marcus Mariota. We're gonna roll with this. Tannehill's our backup. We got this going, right? But nope.
Let's
Tannehill,
get some-
total starter.
Let's
right?
get into some controversial right here. AFC West.
Okay.
I know that me and Abbas are going to be biased, and we're going to say the Broncos.
I'm saying Chiefs. I'm
Let
sorry.
Me, let me explain. Hold on. Can I explain for all
Go
the
ahead.
Broncos
Okay,
fans?
go ahead.
The reason
Hype your fan
The
base
reason
up.
is
Go ahead.
I really do believe that it's going to be very close. I do believe that's going to be very close. Not going to be easy for anyone. And I do believe that the Chiefs are very, very, like, unwillingly to, like, know that
They're a
the
great
Broncos
team.
have the chance of coming out of nowhere
Yep.
and swooping that away from them.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what? There's a thing called the Super Bowl slump, and I've only seen one team who hasn't really had that, and it was the Patriots. And I don't think that the Chiefs are ever going to be the Patriots dynasty.
Yeah.
So
Who knows? I mean, fucking, they have 10 years with Pat Mahomes now. Like, we'll find out, right? Like,
I think that it's going to come down to maybe a last game.
it's gonna come down to the divisional
Who wins?
games,
Or
right?
the
It's gonna
divisional,
the
who wins
divisional
the
games.
divisions.
Like,
Yeah.
it's let's say now if Denver goes 2-0 against Kansas City, then they might actually have a fighting chance.
And I would-
okay.
Yeah.
okay, I would say the Chargers are probably going to be dead last.
Yeah.
Chargers,
the
like
Raiders.
they're
But
like
it's
they
gonna-
accept the fact they're like, well, fuck, Philip Rivers is gone.
It's going to be a
right
fight.
now it's rebuild time.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
going to be a fight between the Broncos
Yeah.
and Chiefs, and I
It's
really
gonna
do
be
believe it.
close.
If you can't see that, you really got to research your football because
Yeah.
you got to see.
I know my football, but I
that-
don't see that.
I'm
Here's
not
the thing: give Denver another year, then I would probably agree with you. And here's why: because your team they're very young. You guys could agree with that. Denver needs to build the chemistry. They need to
We
play
always-
another
look-
season
look-
together
look
and
how-
finally know how to
Look how
execute
fast-
as a team.
Look how fast he built how Drew
Yeah.
Lock built chemistry with
Exactly,
all these players.
but I don't think
Exactly.
this year's the year yet. But look at Kansas City.
yeah, but what if
Okay.
Kansas City goes in the Super Bowl slump?
Well, we don't know that, but like Patrick Mahomes is he's almost like a god when it comes to football, right? He's fucking unbelievable, right? And he took down Denver 2-0 2 years in a row. Okay?
I think the Broncos are going to take it because with our defense, how historically dominant our defense has been, I don't think those are questioned. And we just signed AJ Boye,
But and you know what?
Bradley
we'll
Chubb
see.
is going to be
But-
healthy again. Bryce Callahan is going to be healthy again.
I know, but the Chiefs are just.
We also got all those new weapons on offense. It's going to be close, but I think the Broncos take the division.
I personally think the Chiefs. Okay, and like, you guys are the most biased Broncos players I've ever
No,
fucking met.
okay, that's
And
why I said it's
you-
controversial because I didn't say that I'm very split. I will not lie. I'm not gonna say one team's gonna win the other. I am very split on the Broncos and Chiefs fight between each other. But I can see a possibility.
We should put a
that the
$20
Broncos
bet.
come out.
$20 bet. Okay, it goes
Okay.
both of you.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs will win the division this year over the Broncos. Like, imagine this. What if we're talking about Chiefs and Broncos and fucking like this is just a scenario. I doubt that will fucking happen. But the
Yeah.
fucking Raiders just take.
All right,
the
we need to
division,
hurry up.
right?
We're at 40 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Let's just stick to
Let's
AFC
just take
today.
AFC today.
The AFC.
We'll do
today.
it.
All right, so now we're at the North. Ravens, Steelers, Browns,
This-
Bengals.
I think-
Easily,
yeah.
Ravens.
Ravens. I would agree.
This is an easy one for all of us.
I can say I could see the Steelers coming out of
I
nowhere.
can see the Steelers too, but
Because of Ben
here's the thing.
Roethlisberger coming back.
Yep, Big Ben's back. But also, we also got a glimpse of what the Steelers defense is going to look like.
Yeah,
Okay.
they kind of got a scary defense.
We got like TJ Ward, Mika Fitzpatrick, which I am devastated by that trade, by the way. He was such a great addition to the Dolphins defense. And look what he did in Pittsburgh in a half of a fucking season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6 interceptions, fucking forced fumbles. Like, he's going to be a fucking superstar.
Yeah,
I know
pick
it.
six too, I think.
And he had a pick 6, okay? And I can't think of the corner, but one of their
You
corners
guys are
is
so
really good.
stupid for giving up Minka, bro.
I know, but you know what? We got Austin Jackson out of it. Hopefully, he's a good
Austin
tackle.
Jackson versus Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, we don't know if he's good. He's a good tackle in college, clearly, but we'll have to find out. We'll have to see.
I'm just saying, it's
But
Minka Fitzpatrick.
I agree. But
Bengals are going to be dead last again. It's
I
kinda
think
the
they'll
given.
have a fighting chance
I
over the
think Bengals will
Browns.
finally get 5 wins.
I think they'll have a fighting chance over the Browns because
I don't
How
know.
many wins did they have last season? Like 3, 2?
I
Two.
think
They went
had
2 and
two.
14.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and all right. What's the last AFC?
That's it.
That's it.
And we did West, North,
South, and East.
And then next.
No, we didn't do the East.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right.
That was the
start
first
off with the
That's
East.
very okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the second episode. We will be continuing this series
Yes, sir.
more and more. You can check us out on also Spotify or not Spotify, fucking SoundCloud. My bad.
Yeah.
We'll be there soon, though.
Yeah, but for now, if you're on YouTube, well, go ahead and check the links down below. We got our Instagrams, and then by the time this is uploaded, I'm sure we'll have a SoundCloud.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and have the SoundCloud link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be back for more pretty soon.
Goodbye.